Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to BWTM Sports. And we have an exclusive here. We have a welterweight out of Philly making a lot of noise. He goes by the name of Ray Robinson. Ray, how you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're good, Ray. So the name is Ray Robinson.
Yeah, that's the name. Born with it.
Okay, so tell us a bit about you, Ray. We know that you're a welterweight. So tell us a bit more about you.
I'm a welterweight. I'm from Philadelphia. I've been boxing since the age of 8. I fought on the USA boxing team. I fought in Italy, Turkey, Russia. I've been boxing my whole life. It's something I love to do.
Okay, I mean we've covered some fighters in the past. We've gone on to do some great things. We've covered Terence Crawford when a lot of people didn't want to pay attention to Crawford. He went on now's pound for pound. We spoke to Keith Thurman when nobody had any time for Keith Thurman, and now we're talking to Ray Robinson. Talk to us when you started first boxing,
Yeah,
Ray.
huh?
Talk to us about when you first started boxing, Ray.
When I was 8, it's something that just walked in the gym. I tried to sport and fell in love with boxing. I thought it was cool. I fell in love with the science part of it. I thought it was cool not to get hit, not get hit. So it was like swimming without getting wet. And I fell in love with that part.
So what inspired you to start boxing?
Huh?
What inspired you to start boxing?
Honestly, it was just something that I seen. I tried basketball, I tried football, and I seen people talking about this gym that was down the street from my house, and I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. And I went to go check it out, and I thought it was really cool how the gym were, how close the people were, that although they wasn't family members, but they acted like they was family members. They always had each other back. So I thought it was cool. It was like a one big team. So that kind of drew me to the boxing. I thought it was really cool seeing the art of it, the science behind it. So I fell in love with it, and I stuck to it.
So you hail out of Philadelphia. Has got some great fighters out of there. Hopkins comes as one, of course. More recently, Danny Garcia, another. So talk to us about your growing up in Philly and the Philly fighters that you've been around and you've encountered and you've sparred with and worked with.
I worked with Bernard Hopkins before. I was in one of his camps. Man, Danny used to spar. This is actually one of the guys that I'm actually trying to fight now, because I think it'd be cool to bring that type of fight into Philly. Two welterweights. Coming up, I'm ranked top 10 in the world. He was former world champion, so I think that'd be a good fight. Me and Danny Garcia in Philadelphia. But him and his dad is ducking me. There's a lot of welterweights out here ducking me, but I sparred Gabriel Rosado, Julia Williams, all them guys, man. That's great champions. Man, I sparred all those guys. We got actually a guy named Boost Jerron Ennis. He's coming out. He's from Philly, and he's coming up. One of the up and coming stars. So I work with him. So and that's about it.
Well, actually, Innis has been featured on our channel before. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Okay, so you know all about Ennis.
I know a bit about Innis. I know about Innis, and there's another guy. I don't know if he's from Philly though. Manny Foley. Don't know if you've heard of Manny Foley.
Yeah, I know about Manny Foley, Christian Cardo.
Right, them guys. Manny Foley.
Rising star.
Well, Manny Foley and Innis were both on the same. We came on the channel the same evening together, so we had them both. We featured them. So yeah. We know we.
So his dad is my coach, so we all train together.
Oh wow!
Ennis and all them guys. Yeah,
oh wow!
So yeah, we're a great group of got a great team. So yeah, it's perfect.
So do you know Emily Pandalakis by any chance?
Who?
Emily Pandalakis.
I don't.
She does the publicity. She's the PR for She did the PR for Manny Foley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she does the PR for a couple of the guys out that way. Manny and Innis. She did the PR for both of those guys.
Maybe if I seen a picture, I'm pretty bad with names, but I'm sure if I see a picture, I've probably seen her before.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's talk a bit more about you and your style and who your trainer is and your management. Let's talk a bit more about that.
Okay, so my management, his name is Dave McWater with the Split Management Team. My promoter is Luke DeBella. My coach is Bozy Ennis. Um, I'm trying to think. What else you asked me?
Yeah, so you've got your manager, your coach, your trainer, and the gym you're at.
It's called the Dungeon.
Oh, the dungeon.
Why
they call it the dungeon?
Yeah. Listen, man, that's like a perfect name for a boxing gym, man. The Dungeon. You know, when you go in there, you know it's time to work. You know, it's like the Lions Den. You know, so you know it's almost like the Shark Tank, like the TV show. So it's one of them. You know, when you in that, you know, once you go in that gym, you get the best, you know, sparring, you get the best work out of there. You know, so it's basically like the A-team.
Yeah, one of the things I love about talking about rising fighters or fighters that are fighting their way through the ranks and trying to get acknowledgement and being recognized for what they do, every fighter that puts the hard grafting deserves the acknowledgement. And often reporters only really want to talk about the stars, the guys that are pound for pounds, the guy that's on TV every week. Those are the times people, reporters really want to talk to. They don't really want to talk to guys that are on their way up, a lot of them, unless there's some sort of, they've won Olympic gold or there's a lot of hype around them. They don't want to really talk to other guys. How do you find it for your own career?
Honestly, man, you know, what you just said just hit the, you know, nail in the coffin. You know, it been tough trying to get through the rankings. You know, I fought, you know, I was the USBA champ, the NABO champ, so I've been ranked in the, you know, in the top 10 in the world a couple times. You know, and the guys that actually on top, you know, is guys that I fought before. You know, I fought Terrence Crawford before, and I beat him in the amateurs. You know, I fought the Danny Garcias and them guys. So that just showed you that I belong up there with them guys. But sometimes people get, you know, better breaks than others. You know, I guess timing is everything. But I think my time is coming. But you know, there's a lot of politics in the game also. You know, so it depends on if you fall as one of their favorites, you know, and that's what it is. It's not a, you know, there's a lot of politics. So if you keep chipping away and keep knocking at the door, eventually you'll knock it down. And that's where I'm at in my career right now. You know, I would love to fight the Danny Garcias, the Keith Thurmans, and the Terrence Crawfords and all them guys, man. But you know, no one really want to fight a tall southpaw that got power, that's smart in the ring. You know, I'm difficult to handle. I'm difficult to deal with, and these guys, you know, don't want to rumble me. These guys don't want to fight, you know. And if I keep exposing these guys, showing the world that, like, yo, man, they scream out, oh, I fight anybody, you know, any place, anywhere. That's not true. When someone scream and say, welterweight, if you hear welterweight screaming saying that, you know, I can't get no fight, they're 100% lying. You know, if a welterweight telling you that no one wants to fight me, they're lying. I mean, I'm the guy that's sitting on the bench, jumping up and down, begging to fight these guys. These guys don't want no problems with me, man. And that's the thing. Their managers and their promoters, they invest in them guys, and they don't want to mess up the investment. And I'm telling you right now that I can beat these guys. You know, I can beat the Keith Thurmans and the Crawfords and the Danny Garcias. You know, these guys don't want no problems with me.
Now, okay.
I went to
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
No, I would say one time I seen Danny Garcia out before, and you know I asked him for a fight. I've been screaming Danny Garcia's name for about 4 to 5 years now, and I tell people all the time, I'm not asking Danny Garcia for no favors or these top welterweights. I'm not asking for them to give me no favors. I earned my spot to get to the welterweight division, right in the top 10. So I'm asking for an opportunity. I'm asking for them to give me a fight. You know, that's all I'm doing because someone had to give them an opportunity. And they kind of forget once they get a little bit of money, they kind of forget how it was, you know. And sometimes, you know, the plate was, you know, handed to them in the boxing world. So right now, I did it from the muscle, I did it from the mud. You know, I mean, it's crazy what I've been through trying to get these type of fights. But you know what I'm saying? I'll keep knocking away, keep chipping away. Eventually, I love the fight of American. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these guys don't want no trouble with me.
So you're the guy that I've got. One of our listeners has said, Ray Robinson, are you the guy that beat up Danny Garcia in sparring? Talk to me about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm listen. There's no reason for me to lie. You know, I'm a man to my, you know, of my word. You know, and Danny, if he say otherwise, then he's 100% a lie. You know, me and Danny Garcia used to spar all the time. And I used to just beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. It's just that simple. It was never close. It was never good sparring. I remember one time I had him on the ropes and his dad is speaking Spanish, smacking him on his back, telling him to get off the ropes. I mean, every time we spar, it was never close. It was always out. I always outgunned him. I always outpointed him. He just was. He's too slow. He's too flat-footed. He don't move his head. I'm too much for Danny Garcia, and they know that. And I would embarrass Danny Garcia on any TV, off TV. It doesn't matter.
You can certainly talk. You can certainly talk, Ray. That's for sure. You can definitely talk. There's no doubt you can talk. Now, I have to be really honest with you here, and I don't know how many reporters are this honest. You see, I've watched a lot of fighters, and a lot of fighters come on our channel and say this, that, the devil knows what, blah blah blah, and then come fight night, they come up short. What makes Ray Robinson different? That you're going to not only talk the talk, you're going to walk the walk and take the title.
You know what it is? It's my work ethic. I ain't scared of hard work. I ain't scared of a challenge. That's what it is. I've been through too much in my life to be scared of another man. Listen, it's my work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I will do anything. I mean, I will see that's the difference between me and Garcia. See, when Danny Garcia knew in his heart when he was losing to Keith Thurman, right? Everybody get that feeling because you're human. When you're playing basketball, football, golf, whatever, swimming, whatever, you get that feeling inside you as a human that, oh shit, I'm losing or I'm down on points. I got to kick it to a different gear. Danny Garcia, he was rather put it on cruise control still and survive the fight. Me, I don't care. I wanna rumble. I mean, if you want to beat me, knock me out. I want the world to know that I put everything on the line and I can sleep at night. Because the thing is, if I feel as though that I was bullshitting and I knew I was down, how can you sleep as a man at night? So that's the thing. I put my foot in the mud when I'm down. I do it from the muscle. I don't care. Like, I mean, I go for broke. And that's the thing. You know, if you go back and look at my tapes and my fights, and you know, when I fought Sean Porter, if you go back and look at that fight, Sean Porter wound up knocking me down. By the end of the fight, you hear the commentator saying Robinson came back. Robinson got back into the fight. Robinson, you know, might have won this. The least thing is it should be a draw. And I'm talking about I was the B side when I fought Sean Porter. His managers and promoters do that show. And I was only 12. I think I was 12-1 or 11-1. I mean, prospects don't do that. They don't go to someone else's hometown or someone that's throwing of the fights managers and promoters. And I went in there with no one. I went in there. Me and my coach went in there, and I said, "Yo, let's go." When I got dropped, my coach told me, "Hey, just try to outbox him. Try to be safe. Try to survive." I looked at my coach while we was in the middle of when I was in the corner. I told him, "Listen, survive. It's time to work now. I just got dropped. I'm in his backyard. It's time to put in that work. It's time to fight. Let this guy knock me out if he want to win." And I wanted him coming back. I wanted him busting Sean Paul to live. I wanted him giving him a hickey on his eye. Like, I came back. So a knockdown. So that's the difference between the other people you talk to or me, or that's the difference between me and Danny Garcia. When I'm losing or when I'm up or down, I know how to put on a good show because I like to fight. I like to rumble. And I ain't going to give up. You know what I'm saying? The only way you're going to beat me, you're going to have to put me on my back. When I can't get up, for sure. When you gotta knock me out cold. And that's the difference. Okay. I got heart. A lot of them say they do. I really do.
Now, here's the next thing that's quite commonly said in boxing circles, particularly in forums. I got the better of him in sparring. I did this in sparring, Tim. I put him on his head in sparring. I dropped him in sparring. And then, come the fight, they get knocked out. There is a difference between sparring and fighting, is there not?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. You know, I'm an honest guy. So sparring and a real fight is totally different. I know that for sure. You know, don't get me wrong. But I mean, I believe in myself. I know I can make that transaction from sparring to fighting. I'm good under pressure. I'm okay. So that's all that is. You know, you can lose a fight while you're in that locker room. I'm okay under pressure. You know? I'm not, you know, I get it. They say pressure busts pipes. I'm okay. Danny been to that big stage, so he got the experience. But I know for a fact that when it's my time, it's my time. I know that if I get that opportunity, I'm going to put on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting nothing slip through my fingers. You know what I'm saying? Danny made his money. I don't know if he has hungry. He been, I don't know if he even coming back and fighting. Every time I turn around, he's taking a selfie. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the grind. I'm training every day. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm hungry. And when I say that, I mean like my stomach is touching my back, such as I'm a wild animal, and the only thing I need is to get released. You know what I'm saying? I'm being hungry.
I feel you, brother. I feel you're hungry. You're hustling. Talk to me about Breeze Prescott, the man that knocked out Amir Khan. What was that fight like for you? Because, funny enough, the last time I talked to a guy that beat Breeze Prescott, it was Terence Crawford. So now you've just beat Breeze Prescott. Talk to us about that fight.
It was a good fight. You know, he's a strong guy. I knew he had a hell of a right hand. But that's the things that we do. We prepare for them type of things. And I went in there and I broke him down. You know, didn't let him land what he wanted to land. And I kind of, not me being cocky, but I kind of went in there and did what I was supposed to do and did what I wanted to do. You know, I did everything off the jab. And I just knew for a fact I was too fast, too slick. And I'm hard to do it. I'm a tall southpaw. So I knew the only thing I had to do is to do what my coaches and them asked me to do. And I knew we was going to come out on top.
You know, the first time I saw you, Ray Robinson, I actually saw a fight. I actually looked on YouTube tonight to actually really look at you further. And it was like a gunslinging match. It was between you and some guy. I think it might have been for the title. I'm not sure if that was a fight you got knocked down and you got up and knocked the guy out, or the punch landed. You were halfway off the air like a Superman punch you threw because your feet were off the ground and you threw a punch and knocked the guy out. Do you know the fight I'm talking about, right?
Was it Coffin?
It could have been. It could have been your back was against the ropes. The guy was attacking you, and then you hit him and he went down. He didn't get up. Then he got up, and then it was a few times. Yeah. That one.
Yeah. He's actually was 2006, I believe. Olympian. He was the bronze medal Olympian. Him and Floyd Mayweather was on the same Olympic team.
Ah. So talk to me about
Coffin, yeah.
Talk to me about him. Talk to me about that fight.
Good fight too. Huh?
Talk to me about the fight. Talk to me more about the fight. It was an explosive fight.
Yeah, it was a really good fight, man. He's a nice size, tall. He have a lot of experience. I think he had like 36 or 37 fights. This was one of my first titles that I was fighting for. I think it was for like the Pennsylvania title, and it was a good fight. You know, I think I wound up slipping, and when I got up, he punched me before the referee like cleaned off my gloves, and I wound up retaliating and throwing back when I shouldn't have. And the referee warned me. I actually took a point, and then after that, I guess it pissed me off enough. I got up, and once he fixed my gloves, I wound up knocking him out cold. I dropped him and then knocked him out cold. So once I get you hurt, I know how to finish you. So that's one thing about me. If I get you in trouble, you're definitely gonna get out of there.
So you've got Lou DiBella. How powerful is Lou DiBella for you, for Ray Robinson?
Listen, man, them guys, if you go back and look at my career, out of the guys that when I fought, I got into car accidents, I had management problems, so it always was something. I never was consistent of fighting, right? And to get better at your craft, you got to constantly do it. And I was never that busy enough to be constantly fighting. I was never that, but I was still winning, doing what I was supposed to do. For the first time since I got with Lou DiBella, Dave, Mick Waters, and them guys, I'm consistent. I'm fighting more. I'm fighting good competition. So the thing is, I'm getting better at my craft. So I can't wait to show the world what I can do. I honestly, I feel like I'm a hit diamond. And I can't wait to shine on these guys.
So talk to us how the differences between, I know you said about inconsistency and not fighting as much. So tell us what it would have been like without Lou DiBella and with the Lou DiBella.
Without Lou DiBella?
Yes.
Well, I didn't have Lou DiBella at one point, and it was rough in my career. I wasn't busy. So, it's hard out here for a fighter that got a small-time promoter or don't have a promoter at all. It's rough, to try to get the fights that you actually want and not the DS fights, the fights that actually when you win, it means something and and people was like, yo, that kid beat a good fighter, and all right, let's see what else we can do with him. Not that I just beat a good fighter and I wasn't supposed to win, and it's like, oh well, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? So me having a good promoter and a big enough promoter and a big enough manager, goes a long way if you're trying to get somewhere with your career.
Okay. Adrian Broner, talk to me about him.
Actually, it's so funny. I went to school with Adrian Broner in Marquette, Michigan. I was up there in college with Al Mitchell and them guys. So I was up there with Adrian Broner. Listen, man, I feel like Adrian Broner got a lot of talent. I like Adrian Broner. I liked him since he was in college with me. But that's one of the guys that I feel as though he had the world at his feet, and in my head, I felt like he kind of gave up his talent, such as he could have did so much more with it, So.
Okay, and Keith Thurman.
He's one of the guys that I would love to fight. He's a guy that everyone's talking about. So I want to fight the best, man. I mean, I'm not one of them guys that I don't want to fight. If his name's being mentioned, or if he's if he's hot at this point right now, then I want to fight him. As simple as that.
So Ray, what means more, the name or the money?
What means more? What?
The name or the money? Now you can get paid. You can get paid a lot of money to get your ass whooped, or you can get a big name and not get paid as much. Which means more?
Honestly, this is a business, and I do have a family.
Yes.
I do want to get paid, but I mean, if I have to, sacrifice, not getting paid as much and beating a good name, and I know down the line, eventually, I will start getting what I deserve. 100%. I want to fight a good name and beat them, and if I gotta, take the short end of the stick, this time, or I have done that before. I already done that, so that doesn't mean nothing to me. I already know my dream is going to already come with money, so I want the name right off the bat, and if I don't get paid what I deserve for right now, that's okay. I'll take the short end of the stick, and eventually, I get what I deserve. But I want the name.
See, you referred to Amir Khan. What do you think of Amir Khan as a welterweight?
Honestly, I would love to fight Amir Khan, man. He's talented, he's fast, but to be honest, man, like I said before, that kid can't even go to Chicago because I think the wind is too strong. He might get hurt by the wind. I mean, I would end Amir Khan career. I mean, seriously.
Welterweights. Let's see what else. Lamont Peterson fights Errol Spence. What do you think of that fight?
Oh, that's gonna be a good fight, man. I remember at one time. Remember when they started the whole tournament for the welterweight division?
Yes.
Well, I was supposed to. The WBC mandatory me and Lamont Peterson to fight.
Okay.
And he wanted to not taking the fight, and the winner was gonna fight Danny Garcia for the title at that time when Danny had it. And it just didn't happen, man. And I wish it did because I know Barry since the amateurs, man. Barry's really cool, but it's just one of them things that just that didn't happen. But I think there's gonna be a good fight. I think Lamont Peterson has a lot of heart, a lot of talent. Errol Spence do too, and the thing is, I respect guys that fight, because that's what sport we in, It's just that simple. So if you're in it and you're fighting and you're not fighting cherry picking like Danny Garcia, he want the most money but fight the lesser names. You get respect from me from the gate. But if you one of them Danny Garcias that I want most of the money and fight hot dog salesmen or some washed up bums or somebody from The Walking Dead, then I don't got no respect for you. He been fighting guys that's washed up and half dead. I seen him when he fought Guerrero. I thought Guerrero was dead somewhere. I don't know what happened to Guerrero. So I don't even know how he got a title shot with Guerrero when he first moved up to 47.
I mean, you seem to have a real thing about Danny Garcia. Is it because he's just from Philly and you're calling him out, or you've got something with Danny Garcia?
You know what it is? I can't respect I just don't. I can't respect the thing is, listen. If you want to say you from Philly, represent Philly, right? Right? It's just that simple. Philly is known to have heart. Philly is known to not back down to nobody. That's what we do. We Philly. Like that's what Philly is all about. Like if you fight a Philly fighter, you know you was in a fight. Danny Garcia, I just feel like he don't represent Philly too well. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I don't know what it is. I don't have enough respect for him, or maybe he got to make me respect him, or whatever the case may be. But at this point in my life, he hasn't shown me anything that make me respect him.
Well, he's got a great chin and he's got a fantastic left hook. What about that?
Oh, I mean, he got a great chin, but Danny Garcia don't move his head. You know what I'm saying? He got a blockade and he don't move, and he can take a good punch. But I mean, I don't need to knock him out to win the fight. I just need to beat the shit out of him. Right?
If Danny
he can take a good shot. That's all I need him to do for the rest of the night is take my shots.
So if you had a message to Danny Garcia, you've got quite a few things to say about Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia was listening to the show tonight, what would you be saying to Danny Garcia if he were listening in?
To man up. To grow up here.
And you're not impressed with the cherry picking, as you call it?
No. I mean, I don't respect Danny at all. I mean, I get it, man. You got to get the money. I respect it. But eventually, you gotta fight, man. You gotta appreciate the fans. You know, they wanna, especially if you're world champ. I think for a whole year he didn't defend his title because the guys that he was fighting was too lower than him to even fight for his own title. That blows my mind. Like, how is that even possible? And they paying this man all this money.
Okay.
Listen, he ain't gonna get no easy check over here.
His father made his father used the Cotto example of how when Cotto fought in Pacquiao and he had to lose all that weight and he got beat up by Pacquiao. He says, "Well, HBO are just taking the mickey out of Cotto, and we're not going to let them abuse my son. So basically, I'm going to make as much money as I can, and if I have to fight 10 tomato cans, we'll fight 10 tomato cans. But at least it makes sure my son's got a good investment of his future."
Well, he stuck to his word.
But do you understand that, though? Or do you not understand that?
I mean, listen, I do understand it. It's a business, and I do. But eventually, you got to step up. Eventually, I mean, come on, man, give us a break. Eventually, you gotta fight. I mean, that's what you know what I'm saying?
But hold on.
Tweeted, fighters fight. It's just simple.
But hold on. Let's get something straight here. He fought Lucas Matisse. He fought, and that was a bad man at the time.
And I'm sure, and I agree, and I'm sure they twisted his arm to force him to fight him.
Okay.
But I agree.
So he fought Lucas Matisse.
He beat Morales that twice. I don't know how he pulled that off. He fought Morales twice. Morales was like had, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
one foot in the grave, 1 foot in the ring.
I predicted Danny Garcia would stop Morales in a rematch. I also predicted that Garcia would knock Khan out, which he did. I thought he'd beat.
And I told you before, though, Amir Khan. I mean, I got a 9-year-old daughter. I think if my daughter rocked back on Amir Khan, she might sleep. You know what I'm saying?
All right, okay, right. And then he fought. Who is he fought? He fought Lucas Matisse. He fought Zab Judah. That was a great fight. He fought Zab Judah.
Listen, if he fought Zab Judah in his prime, he would have never beat Zab Judah. Zab Judah, looking for, you know what I'm saying, check. Zab Judah was on his way out. Like Zab Judah, like it was a good name. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He fight good names, but the it's not good up and coming fighters. He fought Thurman. I mean, I think he would have fought his mom for $2 million. So he got forced to fight Thurman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so all right, so he loses to Thurman. What's going now? Can you get a fight with Danny Garcia? Is that what you're angling for now?
Yeah, man, I fight Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, I fight all them guys. I'm angry because none of these guys is fighting me. Like, none of these guys don't want no trouble, but they scream out, "Oh, I'll fight anybody." Stop screaming that out. And then Danny Garcia be the first one like, "Philly support Philly." Dude, don't say Philly support Philly at all. Because that's not true. Because you would have fought me, we both would have got paid, we both would have put on a good show, we both, you know what I'm saying? So don't say that. Like, we could have brought the sport back to Philly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody would come out to see that fight, me and Danny Garcia. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what irritates me when they try to bullshit the world, when they try to bullshit the fans or the boxing community. Like, that's what irks me. Like, don't bullshit me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you bullshitting a lot of people. Like, you ain't finna bullshit me. Like, you tell nobody want to fight me. Like, that's a lie.
So what?
Danny Garcia came back to Philly and fought. Who did he fight? Like, that, the guy was so low that in Philly he couldn't even fight for Danny Garcia belt, so it had to be an untitled belt. And he fought a 10-round. How the world champ is fighting a 10-rounder? Like, you're a world champ. You want to fight a 10-rounder in Philly in your own city? Like, he should have got slapped for that.
Did you see the Danny Garcia video with him in the barbershop?
No, I'm sure. I'm not sure. What was he doing?
There was a video in a barbershop. There was some troll that was calling him out, and he basically slapped the troll when he was getting his hair done. The troll was basically saying,
"Yeah, was the troll a hot?"
I don't know. I know it was a.
I mean, that's all. That's who he's been putting his hands on lately. You know what I'm
saying? So what can you and Lou DiBella do to get the Danny Garcia fight on?
Should we do anything? Listen, man. I told Danny, man, we'll fight him anywhere. That's one of my slogans. I'll fight him in his grandma's backyard. It doesn't matter. Me and Lou DiBella, it's no one stop. It's no barrels over here. There's no hoops. We're fighting whoever. It's on their end. Danny Garcia don't want to fight, but it's on their end. We gotta call up his dad and his guardian angel and all them guys to see if we can fight him, because I think I can get in contact with the president before we get in contact with Danny Garcia.
Let's talk about Danny Garcia's father. He's very vocal, and a key point of a very underrated strength of Danny Garcia as his father, and how his dad gets in the minds of fighters. He got inside of Thurman's mind, talking about calling him the N-word, and that caused a lot of controversy. So, how do you perceive dealing with his father? You've had in contact with his father before.
Yeah, I already dealt with his pop before. I know how he is. That don't bother me at all. I got thick skin. That don't do nothing to me. Like, see, they can fake the other fighters out and other people. I'm from Philly. Like, I know Danny. Like, I know Danny before. You know what I'm saying? I know him and his pop. So I'm not, and they know I know the truth. And they know for a fact like what it is. So he can talk all that hoopla all he wants. He know, and I know that it's BS, and they don't want this work.
But Daddy could say to you, well, you know what, it was sparring, and I was taking it easy on you, bro. You know, I was being nice to you. I allowed you to come to my gym and spar with me, blah, 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 and you took advantage. Or he could say something like that. What would be your response to that?
I'll tell him to prove it. I'll tell Danny to prove it. Make it happen again. Let's rumble now. Let's put some cameras there. Let's put some cameras there. Let's do it in front of the stage. And you know what I'm saying? After I, you know what I'm saying, beat the shit out you, I shake your hand and tell you a good fight and go back to your daddy.
So you're gonna put on record you beat the shit out of Danny Garcia in sparring?
100%. I put it on my kids. I just had a newborn son. I got a 9-year-old daughter. I put that on my kids that I beat the shit out of Danny Garcia in sparring every time we sparred. And I told you, if I sparred him 50 times, I'll beat the shit out of him 49 times. And the only reason why I give him that one time, not because he beat me, I think because he did better. He didn't get his ass kicked as bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you give a fighter a round because you feel bad for him, it's like one of them.
Describe the ass kicking for me. I mean, you're talking about this beating the shit out of him.
I mean, easy work. I mean, he got a big blockade that he don't move. So, you know, jabs, left hands, or because, like, whatever you can imagine, like me shadow boxing. It was, like, easy work.
Give me a moment in the sparring that either made you laugh or paint a picture for us, the audience that are listening to you now, and you being in the ring with Danny Garcia, sharing the ring with him. Give me an experience that you replay in your mind that makes you chuckle or laugh or think, yeah, this is something viewers need to hear.
All right, so you know, at a kids party when they hang up like the candy thing.
Yeah.
A pinala, and they like cover your eyes and beat the shit out of it with the stick. It's basically that. It's like I was basically close my eyes and still beat the shit out of Danny Garcia because he don't move his head and he got a big head, and it was easy hitting it.
Has he heard you talk? Has he heard you talk all this smack before?
What you say?
Has he heard you talk all this smack before about him?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I remember I walked up to his dad and I was like, yo, you know, this when I was ranked number 4 in the world at that time. I said, yo, why Danny Garcia won't give me a shot? And he was like, what? You know my son, weight class? I'm like, your son number 1. So if you look at the rankings, number 1 and number 4 is not that far apart. So if you see his name, you definitely see my name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm sure he know about it. I inbox him all the time. Every time I put something up, I at him. So, you know, he's always taking selfies on his Instagram and Twitter, so I'm sure he sees it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they don't want this work. They don't want this trouble.
Are you going to take a camera around and go around to Danny Garcia's and keep telling him you beat the shit out of him? Would you do something like that? Like how Ali went after Sonny Liston? Are you going to have to do that sort of thing for you to get a fight, Danny?
I feel like that's what I might have to do. I might have to start walking up to people weigh-ins and all that stuff because, I mean, I don't know what else I have to do to get a fight, you know?
I know what you do. I know what you do. You get a microphone, you go on the streets of Philadelphia, and you ask people, or you tell people, I beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Would you like to see that fight? And just get a camera and see what people got to say. And then you can go to Danny Garcia's gym and ask Danny Garcia, would you like to see the fight? Because you beat the shit out of him. Maybe that would work.
Yeah, man, maybe, man. I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm in. I mean, I wish you had Danny Garcia's phone number. It's easier. I told this one reporter it's easier to find Waldo than find him. I mean, this dude keep hiding.
So okay, so we'll have to make you'll have to maybe start a slogan. Maybe Robinson for Garcia next, something like that.
I mean,
hashtag.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to find him under a rock someday. See, the way he's protected, I don't know, man. We could try though, but.
So if you can't get Danny Garcia, who would you want next? So we know Terence Crawford would probably be off the table, and Thurman be off the table, and Spencer's off the table. So who would you seriously look at now? What about Jeff Horn? What about him?
Oh, Jeff Horn don't want this work. We almost had Jeff Horn, but he shut that down. Jeff Horn know better. Him and his team know better.
Jeff Horn, you know, what about Manny Pacquiao? Is that something you would look at?
Jeff Horn turned me down.
Manny Pacquiao, Rios.
I love to fight Manny Pacquiao.
What about Rios?
I mean, I got respect for Manny Pacquiao and them guys. Like I said, man, I respect people who I'm supposed to respect. I respect Pacquiao. I respect I do respect Jeff Horn, but I don't know, man. He left a nasty taste in my mouth with the whole turning me down. So I feel like he's seen a tough fight and ran from it. But so whatever. Pacquiao, I respect him. One person, 100%, I always respect. I went to school with him too. That was Timothy Bradley. I feel like a lot of people don't give him a lot of credit. But that's one person I definitely respect, man. And I went to school with Tim Bradley. And I wish before he retired, I wish I had the chance to fight him because I'm the type of fighter I want to be in there with, you know, warriors, you know, and you know, every true fighter always won that, you know, Gotti war fight. And I feel like that me and Tim Bradley probably would have gave you guys that, you know. I love a good fight, man. Honestly, and that's what I live for. That's the reason why, I wake up every day is to fight. I enjoy it. That's one thing that pumps me up. So
what about Chris Algieri? They're letting him out the cage again. So what about Chris Algieri as a fight?
yeah, I mean, I called Chris Garcia out a couple times too, but he want to keep cooking for people and shit. He don't want no
fight. But he's making a comeback though, Chris Algieri.
Well, all right, I'll welcome him back. I mean, these guys know that I'm here, man. They hear me making all this noise. They is avoiding me, man. I'm telling you. It's like sometimes when you see like a black person walking down the street, when some people cross the street.
I know, I feel you there. I feel you, bro. Is there anybody else you've got anything to say about in the welterweight division that you really would like to face? The top guys are probably at the moment, maybe you won't get, but what anybody else in the welterweight division that you've got your eyes on that you really think you could fight and take on, or that's realistic for you to get at this point in time?
Honestly, I don't have no picks. I'm a throwback fighter. I said this before, man. I'll fight anybody, man. Like I told you when I was, I told you before, man, I'm hungry, my stomach's touching my back. I'm on some, animal type shit. I just need to get released, man. I'm beast mode right now. So, I don't have no pick. So I just need, if someone can give me a fight, that's all I need. So I'm in, my hand is raised.
Welcome to the family. Welcome to the BWTM sports family, Ray Robinson. Favorite fighter in this generation, apart from yourself?
Favorite fighter, right now, I gotta say Floyd Mayweather. I love this. Like I told you, that's the reason why I fell in love with boxing, is the science part of it. I love his defense and hit, not get hit. So I respect a man that's smart in the ring.
Are you for Gennady Golovkin or against the Gennady Golovkin way of fighting?
Who, to fight Floyd?
No. Well, no. Yeah, well, there's talk that fight may happen. I don't know how much truth there is in that.
Fighting Floyd?
Yeah.
Oh, did you not see the fight when he fought
Canelo?
When he fought Canelo?
I saw that.
It was with Canelo in him. Floyd Mayweather have a field day.
I know a lot of people will think that GGG is too big for Floyd, though.
Too, but it's not that. I just think Floyd is too smart and too fast, and I one of another guys. I do respect GG. I'm not talking bad about GG. I'm just being honest. I'm a very honest person. I just think Floyd is just too smart, too fast, and too accurate with his shot. So and I'm sure once Floyd beat him, they're having an excuse why Floyd beat him. So Floyd at this point enjoy retirement. Because whoever he beats and fight, he's in a lose-lose.
Yeah. What about Canelo? What are your thoughts on Canelo?
I like Canelo. I like his style. I feel like ever since he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he got actually 100% better as a fighter. So, I mean, I like Canelo. There's no, I can't say nothing bad about them guys.
Anybody in the higher weight divisions, middleweight, heavyweight that you look at?
Oh, I like Josh as a heavyweight. One of the guys that a lot of people don't talk about is he's from Philly. Is Amir Mansour.
Oh, that's my boy. Amir Mansour's my boy. He was on a week ago on our channel, so we got love for Amir and Brian Jennings.
Yeah, Brian Jennings, man. So Amir Mansour is like one of my big brothers. Someone he knew me since I was 8 years old. So,
wow.
People was ducking him too. So these guys that that have it hard, that it's not as easy to get fights, I respect, because we're on the grind, and it's just that's about it though.
Ray Robinson, thank you so much for talking to BWTM Sports. For people who want to follow you, how do they follow you, Ray?
On Twitter is Ray Robinson. On Instagram is the new Ray Robinson, and on Facebook is the new Ray Robinson. So please, man, come follow me, man, and enjoy the show. You know, if I give you guys one, hopefully you guys come for a ride. For my journey of, you know, my world title chase.
When do you think your next fight will be, Ray?
Actually, I'm not sure, but I am in shape right now, and if the phone call comes tomorrow, I will fight on Monday if I have to.
Ray Robinson, again, thank you so much for talking to BWTM Sports.
All right, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You take care, champ. Speak to you soon.
All right, see you. Bye.
Bye. So there you have it. Ray Robinson, live and exclusive on BWTN Sports. And in his own words, he beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. And he'd love to fight Danny Garcia. And he thinks Danny Garcia basically is a disgrace to Philadelphia. He says that he doesn't represent what Philadelphia is about and what Philly's about. And as you said as well, he's connected quite well with Amir Mansour. And as I said, he hasn't got much to say good about Danny Garcia, and says that even a strong wind would blow over Amir Khan. So, and he says, as in terms of Chris Algieri, he likes to enjoy. He's too much cooking for other people. So it's going to be interesting. He also said that he's not impressed with Jeff Horn, who turned him down for a big fight. So there you have it. I remember talking to Terence Crawford after he beat Prescott, and I said, this guy's going places. And we're talking to Keith Thurman when he fought Quintana, and I thought, this guy's going places. I need to look at Ray Robinson again, but guy seems to hit pretty hard, seems to be dangerous. Let's wait and see what happens next. And he's got Lou DiBella in his corner, so he can talk. He can definitely talk. And I'm sure that at some point in time, him and Garcia will cross paths. I'm not sure if it'll be in the ring, but I'm sure they'll cross paths. I don't think it's the last we're going to hear from Mr. Ray Robinson. This is me, Ingram Jones from BWTN Sports. I hope you're having a good evening. You take care now. Good night. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we are going to be watching. We're going to be commentating live on Joshua versus Takam. I think we might do a pre-fight or final thoughts video after this. Stay tuned.